Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2009 Mercedes-Benz SLK-350. This SLK-Class is painted in black with a retractable hardtop roof. This one has a black interior with the standard leather seat upholstery and burl walnut wood trim throughout. On the key, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, trunk release, and panic. Frameless windows. Storage on the door panels. It does have a premium Harman Kardon sound system, and it has power windows, locks, and mirrors. Both of the seats are fully powered with 3-person memory settings. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. In 1996, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the SLK-Class. The SLK was positioned as an entry-level luxury roadster to slot below the flagship SL. I'd say the SLK is a pretty appealing package, combining the luxury and class of a Mercedes with the driving dynamics of a small roadster. Despite being relatively small, Mercedes wasn't afraid of stuffing big, powerful V8 engines into the SLK, namely for the high-performance AMG variants. The SLK-Class again made its debut in 1996, first appearing in the US market for the 1998 model year, and ultimately it was produced for 3 generations. For 2017, the SLK was refreshed and renamed from the SLK-Class to the SLC-Class. The model would then be discontinued after 2020. This 2009 model represents the second generation of the SLK-Class, codenamed R171, which was produced in the US market from model years 2005 through 2011. With front-end styling inspired by Formula One cars, the exterior was sleek and much more modern than the preceding generation. I think it looks like a baby Mercedes SLR McLaren, and I mean that as a compliment. This was also the first generation of the SLK to offer a V8 engine. For 2009, the R171 SLK got a mid-cycle refresh. The 09 update freshened up the styling, renamed the base SLK-280 to SLK-300, gave the SLK-350 32 more horsepower, and also improved the steering feel. The US market 2009 model year Mercedes SLK-Class came in 3 main trims. These were the base SLK-300 with a 228 horsepower 3-liter V6, the SLK-350 as shown here with a 300 horsepower 3.5-liter V6, and the SLK-55 AMG with a 355 horsepower 5.4-liter V8. The base SLK-300 could be had with either a 6-speed manual or 7-speed automatic transmission, while the 350 and 55 AMG came solely with the 7-speed auto. Rear-wheel drive was standard. In the instrument cluster, we have 4 analog gauges. You have your speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, and an analog clock. The digital info display can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. Digital speedometer, temperature, tire pressure monitors. Various settings. It has a 3-spoke design, multifunctional leather and wood steering wheel, and has 4 controls. On this side, you will find your information display controls, while on this side, you'll find your audio and Bluetooth phone controls. The steering wheel is power, tilt, and telescopic. Exterior lighting switch, climate vent for the driver. On this side is your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stalk. Right here is your cruise control stalk, and then your voice commands can be toggled with this stalk. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, 2 cup holders, very complex mechanism. This one has been fitted with an aftermarket Pioneer head unit. Bluetooth audio streaming, modern connectivity has been added. But with these controls, you have your hazard light switch, power door lock controls, electronic stability program. You do have 3-stage heated seats, as well as 3 stages of air scarf. So if it's a cold day and you have the top down, it will blow nice warm air through these vents right onto your neck. You have dual zone automatic climate controls, fan speed, auto mode, different zones, defrosters or circulation, temperature for either side, etc. Storage area, and I believe this is where the cigarette lighter would have been, but now it's a USB-A port. At least as the lighter right here, of course, would have doubled as a 12-volt power outlet. Toggle between comfort and sport mode. Power mirror controls are right here, and to operate the power convertible top you have this switch right here. You also have the button for your tow away sensors. The parking brake is hand operated. You have a center console with some storage, and a storage compartment right here as well. Auto-dimming rear view, vanity mirrors for both sun visors and lights, and on your overhead console you have a roadside assistance, garage home link, the overhead lights. But now we will roll down the windows, which are fully automatic, and lower the power convertible top. And have a look at the engine bay. This SLK is riding on aftermarket 18-inch 5-spoke chrome rims. The SLK 350 is powered by the M272 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. It has an aluminum block and heads, dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, and variable valve timing. Horsepower is rated at 300 at 6,500 RPM, and torque is rated at 265 pound-feet at 4,900 RPM. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 7-speed automatic transmission with a manual shifting mode. Running on premium unleaded with an 18.5-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are 18 mpg in the city and 26 mpg on the highway. It has a 3-link front suspension and a 5-arm multi-link rear suspension. Stopping the SLK 350 are four-wheel disc brakes, with the front ones being ventilated and perforated. I do love this front end design right here. Definitely reminds me of the Mercedes McLaren SLR. It does have dual exhausts. The trunk of the SLK provides up to 9.8 cubic feet of cargo space. And as seen earlier, the fuel cap is on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2009 Mercedes-Benz SLK Class. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.